Right, so hello and welcome to the Fabulous Food Finds Spring guided tasting. You should all have your boxes now. I hope they managed to get to you safely. I know, Thoy, I'm sorry that your rhubarb smashed, but yours did. I know, I hate this part. I'm like, oh, please don't have any damages. So tonight, for those that are new to this, I'm going to talk you through all the products that are in your box. I'll either be introducing them myself, or we have 4 different makers that are going to be coming onto the call, so you can see the person behind the brand and get to know them a bit better and find out what's great about their products, and also have a chance to ask any questions if you have any, but we'll all sort of talk about the background to the product, the kind of like things to do with it, what's great about it, why they've kind of chosen to make it in the way that they have, because when anyone makes something, they always have to make these choices along the way. They might be around sustainability, they might be around kind of the quality of the ingredients that they use and packaging, that kind of thing. So I always find that really interesting to find out. So I'll be quizzing them. So thank you, Eswin, if you've waited to open your box. I know some people really do wait, and I'm so thankful for that. And I don't, no criticism. Thank you. If you haven't waited, because I don't think I would be able to wait either. Hi, Margaret. Right, so I will crack on. So I'll talk you through the products. When we get joined by different producers, I might hop to another one. I've decided on a bit of a running schedule here, but of how we're going to taste, but we're kind of going to go a little bit from sweet to savory and kind of keep refreshing our palate with water if we need it. I mentioned it before, but we've got a really special guest here tonight, which is Thoy Hung, who is from MasterChef last year. She's got a box too, so I'm going to quiz you a little bit, though, but I know you love supporting small producers, so I might be quizzing you on what you might have ideas of what you might do with the things and what you think of them. But otherwise, you're very welcome to say But yeah, could you just introduce yourself and tell us about what you do and a bit about your cooking as well? Because I know you do some brilliant things, and I think everyone would be really amazed to know that they're on this call with you tonight. So if you could tell us a bit about it.
Thank you so much for having me. So I'm Thuy, and on a whim last year in April, I couldn't sleep one night. I thought, you know what, I might as well put a form in for MasterChef, not thinking that anyone would call me, because to be honest, I don't think I'm that great a cook, and the people player is so brilliant. And when July came, I had a call to say, would you like to come for an audition? I thought, oh my goodness. Then the panic started, because I thought I better get the recipe books out and start to do some quick cooking. But it's been an amazing experience. If you are keen cooks and you like to be on the show, I definitely recommend entering, because the people are amazing. You meet lovely friends, and then the crew is amazing, and the judges are wonderful. So can't say, a better, recommendation than that.
And how far did you get then in
quarterfinal? So I got to the quarterfinal.
That's amazing. Are you working now? Like, are you working in food, or are you kind of juggling different things?
I'm doing both. So I train as a concert pianist, and so at the moment I'm teaching piano, but I'm also I like to promote excellent food and wine producers. So kind people will send me things, and if I like their product, I like to promote them. I've been very lucky to be invited to do a food show. So I met you at the BBC Good Food Show at NEC last year.
Yeah.
And then it's been wonderful, because I'm doing a few live demos for food festivals. So I'm going to Ireland.
You're going to Ireland?
Yes, for Foodie Fest, and it's a beauty if you get a chance. Come and join us. And then I'm also doing the Great British Food Festival. So Network House, the Ashridge House. So I'm really excited about that. So that's a new thing.
Brilliant. Well, hopefully we'll see you at the Good Food Show as well. But yeah, really interested. For anyone that's just joined, do I say Twee? How do you say your name?
It's Twee, like TWWE. So Twee.
Okay, sorry. Twee was on MasterChef and she's received a box with us, so she's going to be tasting along with us as well tonight. Cool. So let us move on. So we are going to start before any of the producers come in. If you've seen these guys before, so you've got a nice packet of crisps from the Serious Pig. Now, if you go to a local pub and that is quite posh, you might have those in your local pub. So these are a really lovely brand. They work with lots of different producers themselves. But the idea is that they're bringing snacks that go with really nice drinks and things with lots of flavour. And I know at the pub at the end of my road, they stock them. And I was thinking, well, should I share them? Because people, you know, might see them at the local pub, but actually you don't see them in many shelves and things like that. So I think this is quite a nice way to see them. And this is their only flavour crisp, which is sausage flavour. And they are vegan. So it is just a flavouring of a sage and white pepper seasoning. So yes, Serious Pig. Now I'm not going to open these because I've already munched my sample packet. I do this a lot. So and my children eat all of their food. I'm like, no more. So this is your first one, which is the sausage flavour Serious Pig. They use Yorkshire potatoes, sunflower oil to crisp them up, and I hope you'll find that these flavour there. So have a little taste of those. So say kind of like a classic sausage seasoning, which is like the sage and white pepper. And I do think these are a really good snack. I've got two things from this company. So you've got these crisps, and then you've got a cheesy snack too. What do you think of these three?
It's so good. I've been told to only take a few because my other half said he would love some with such a spear tonight. So I've been told, don't eat all of them, just have two. They're so tasty.
Yeah, really tasty. It's quite nice to have a veggie option as well. But I don't know if anyone's seen the other flavours, things that they do. They do snacking pickles, and they actually started over 10 years ago doing like a snacking salami. And they do some really good subscriptions as well. So I've been eyeing up their website with all sorts of snacks. So you can, if you don't go down to the pub, you can pretend you're at a pub at home. Yeah, so that's your crisp. Quite like those. It's got mace and nutmeg in there, garlic and parsley, and a bit of paprika, a bit of onion as well. I think it probably depends which one you get. I know with crisps, you know, sometimes they don't get evenly distributed, so you might get some strong ones and some that aren't so strong. And I'm going to regret giving you not such a big packet now. I feel like everyone's going to want to share.
I've stopped eating it. I had two now, so I've got to stop. Just one more.
Anyone not liking these? Anyone think these ones are good crisps? Yes, good crisps. Good. I'll say it again. Like the reasons why I choose certain things. So obviously, I just thought these sounded really good, and actually, when you look at the packet, that's exactly how I want a sausage cooked. I want a little bit of char on there.
Yeah.
And then the second product is from the same company. So this is also from the Serious Pig, and this is their snacking cheese, and it's with a truffle flavour. So again, this one I was really like, I've got to try it, because I think especially if you're kind of like on low carb and that kind of thing, and kind of trying to go high protein, it is literally just like cheese that's oven baked, and then it goes really crispy. And this one's got a truffle flavour, so it's got mushroom, it's got black pepper, and a bit of black truffle as well. Another problem I have, I was preparing for this meeting earlier, and I was like, oh, I'll just try a couple, so I'm ready. And I hate them all. So I failed. I wanted to show a lovely little example on the screen, but I'm afraid I went too far.
It's strong truffle. I love truffle, so this is beautiful. I'm not sure it's going to make it to my other half because it's so moral.
They're so crispy as well. They do say to eat these quite they like don't like close up the pack, like eat them straight away. Basically, it's quite a funny way they say it. It says once opened, consume immediately like a serious pig, or keep refrigerated and keep within 3 days. I think once they get once they touch the moisture, basically, I think they probably start to soften up. But
that will last long.
No, not soft yet. No. So really lovely, crispy. I was doing some research on the cheese as well. So it's a hard Italian cheese, and it's called Granarolo, and it's just like almost like a Parmesan type thing from the Emilia region. So a really nice kind of like sweet, quite a mild cheese. But yeah, I love the kind of way that they've put that with the truffle to create this really savoury, salty, cheesy snack. I really love those. I think they could be quite dangerous if you had a big packet.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like they're really beautiful with the dessert wine that you said. I think you're right.
They also recommend putting it with like a stout or a porter, just to kind of that deep savouriness of those to kind of match with that. So yes, so you got a taste of my, well, not actually they don't have these at my local pub, but I wish they did. But yeah, so Serious Pig, nice to see a bit of their range as well, because I think you sometimes see some of these and you'll only see one product, but let's try some different ones. Right, so our first producer has just arrived, and that is absolutely perfect timing. So hi Lottie. I'll let you take yourself off mute, if that's okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect now, thank you. You've come just at the perfect time because we've just done our first 2 products, and perfect timing for you to join us, and so we can move on to your product. So I've told you a little bit about this call, but basically everyone here has received one of the tasting boxes, so have a packet of your gorgeous biscuits with them. Many people haven't been exploring in their box yet, so I'm going to ask you to grab this beautiful box of biscuits, and it's Lottie's namesake. So Lottie Shaw is here with us. So hi Lottie.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
I absolutely love these biscuits, so thank you so much for including them. Would you tell us, before we kind of get tuck into this, a bit about what made you a baker, why are you kind of making these biscuits basically?
Okay, sure. So I'm Lottie Shaws. Our family have been baking in Yorkshire for over 100 years. So I'm 3rd generation. And about 20 years ago, at the time, my brother was running the bakery and he became unwell. So my husband and myself came back to the family business, and we very quickly realized that we needed to do something different for the business to survive, because at the time we sort of hit a recession, and we were baking a lot of bread as well as some confectionery, and so we created the brand. Basically, we took our products and created the brand. So I'm trying to think now. Yorkshire Parkin. So we're based in Yorkshire. Yorkshire Parkin is at the heart of our brand. I'm not sure how many people, if everyone knows about Yorkshire Parkin. So everyone's familiar with it. We've got some fellow Northerners here. Yeah, so Yorkshire Parkin is our family recipe at the heart of the brand. And the characteristics of the Yorkshire Parkin have got Yorkshire Parkin is a ginger cake with oatmeal, of which we use a medium coarse oatmeal. So what we did was we took our Yorkshire Parkin cake and then we created the biscuit. So the biscuit has got the characteristics of the ginger Parkin, and it's got the medium coarse oatmeal in them. So it's a little bit different See, James is eating his biscuit there. I hope he likes it. So I see. So the texture, it's got the medium coarse oatmeal in. So it's really quite unique texture. And
I love
so,
how crisp they are. Like when I first got them out, obviously it's a huge, gorgeous biscuit, but I love the crispiness and like the warmth. And honestly, I've eaten, didn't want to share these ones.
they're very good dunkers. When you dunk them, they don't fall to pieces. They're very good dunkers. So it's like
there is one problem is that you have a very big mug, don't you?
You need a big mug like this one here. Yeah.
I have big mugs. So the size of these biscuits makes me so happy. Me too, Liz.
Oh, nice. So and also, like you mentioned, the heat of the ginger, they're quite a fiery ginger biscuit as well. So that's a key characteristic of them. They have won a Great Taste Award, these biscuits, so we're very proud of that as well. In terms of the packaging, moving on to the packaging, interestingly, there's a little bit of thought behind it. I always say when I had a real job before came back to the family bakery, I worked for Diageo, so I worked on like brands like Guinness and Smirnoff and things like that, and Bailey's was one. So I got a few little tips off them in terms of branding and how that works. And so when we designed the box, there's a few things. I wanted the customers to be able to see the biscuit. That was the first thing. I didn't want the plastic trays that commercial biscuits have, because obviously we want to be sustainable. We'd want not as little plastic as possible in there. So we put them in a corrugated box, which meant that we didn't need the plastic tray. And then we also had two. If you look, there's 2 packets, so you don't have to eat them all at once, which is a great thing. And the idea is that you eat 1 packet, and then normally if you had a packet of biscuits, you'd put the whole packet in a biscuit tin, and then you'd forget where you got them from. So when someone comes around and says, "Where have you got your biscuits from?" you've forgotten. But this way, you have 1 packet, and then the second packet you leave in the box.
I lost you, Lottie. Lottie, it just cut out just as you were saying about the box.
That's a shame, but they're absolutely delicious.
They're gorgeous. Yeah.
We're going to get you back, Lottie? I'm not sure. We'll wait until she comes back. But that sounds like a great idea anyway, behind the packaging. I know Lisa just said that you get lots of Lottie Shaw products in your local shop. I think she's going to come back in. They're in Malton, I think, which is where you are now, isn't it? Let's have Lottie back. Hang on. There you go, Lottie. We lost you. Yeah. You got to unmute yourself as well. Sorry.
Sorry. Apologies for that. So yes, I think I was talking about the packaging, just saying how it's sustainable. You can home compost the box, the biscuits as well. The other things I put is about the serving suggestions. So many of you might be familiar, and I think, is it called a tipsy ginger pudding? So you can take these biscuits and you can soak them in sherry or whiskey, and then you can sandwich them with fresh cream together, and the biscuits soak into the cream and the alcohol, and then you serve them with fresh fruit, and that's a really traditional pudding that's like beautiful.
And you said about serving it with blue cheese. I haven't tried that yet, but
yes, so we did some work with the Great Virtual Taste Awards last year, and they basically trialed them and came back and said, "These are amazing biscuits. Have you tried with blue cheese?" They work really well with blue cheese. So yeah, that was something they worked well with, and also a good cheesecake base as well. They work well with a cheesecake base.
We've got Twee here who was on MasterChef last year. Do you have any ideas of what you do with these, or do you like them?
I'm afraid I can't make it. I'm so busy eating them that I'm not sure that there's anything left. But I think you're right. It's a bit of Stilton, perfect. But I was thinking a ginger cheesecake with these in the base.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I feel like it's a waste to put them in anything else. I can't just eat them with a decent cup of tea. And I think they're so good. I'm sorry, I don't have much left of my first pack. I'm sort of saving this. I noticed that everyone else has been eating them as well. So They're amazing. They're the best biscuit I've had in ages.
Oh, that's really kind. That's really nice to hear. We do a variation with a chocolate chip in them as well. That's available on our website. We do like, you can buy them directly off the website if you like them.
Thank you. They're delicious.
I was looking at your lovely boxes the other day, earlier today, like really nice like hampers and things that you can send as gifts. I think perfect for like anyone. It's just so easy to eat, aren't they, biscuits, and just so comforting. And yeah. Good.
Say they taste like bonfire night for me. We have Parkin. I make Parkin every bonfire night. So this is a lovely autumnal flavour.
So traditionally, the Yorkshire Parkin, as you'll know, was eaten on bonfire night because the ginger was thought to warm the blood and keep you warm. And obviously, with the oatmeal is quite hearty food, isn't it? It's really filling and comforting. So good.
Perfect. Anyone else got any questions for Lottie? No. Oh, good. Thank you so much.
Oh, I've got one there, Jane. Has Jane got a question?
Go on, then.
I was just going to ask what other things you make in your bakery.
So we do the Yorkshire Parkins at the heart of the brand. We do the ginger Yorkshire Parkin biscuit, and then we do a few other different biscuits. So we do a triple chocolate biscuit. We do an all butter shortbread. We actually do a proper posh Yorkshire Parkin biscuit, and we take those biscuits and we enrobe them in Belgian chocolate. So they're very special. They're very good for a gift. They're very special. So we've done those, and then we do a Yorkshire Parkin chocolate button now, which is a Belgian chocolate button. We're using the biscuit crumb and ginger oil into like a chocolate button. They're very nice. And then we do a range of flapjacks and like millionaire shortbreads. So if you were to Google like Lottie Shaw's, then the whole range will come up, and you'll see since COVID, our business changed quite significantly because we do a lot more direct to customers now with hampers. So during COVID, we were able to obviously do a lot more online. So we probably now do like about 60% direct to our customers, as opposed to going through the shops and farm shops and things. We do much more direct to people. So you can sign up to the newsletter, and we'll put offers out and things as and when we can. So yeah, please, if you'd like to do that, would be great.
We love the flapjack with cherries and almonds in.
Oh, have you had that one before?
Yeah, I just said our village shop, it has so much of your stuff. Like if you want a sweet thing, Lottie Shaw's is basically the only option. So
whereabouts are you?
Church Fenton.
Oh yes, yeah, they're lovely. Yeah, Stuart, isn't it, in Church Fenton? Yeah. They're great. Yeah, we do. And now with the gifts, we do like birthday gifts. Thank you. Any occasion. We sent out a hamper today, 100-year-old, happy 100th birthday, and we can bespoke things because we're a family business, and we're not too big, and we can just, we just do what we do. We've got a lovely team working there.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, that's probably the best way to keep in touch with you, isn't it? Sign up to your newsletter and get offers and things like that. Perfect. Thank you so much, Lottie. I think we all agree. I think these were a success. Definitely gorgeous biscuits. Thank you. We'll let you get on with your evening, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me. What a lovely idea. Thank you. Take care. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Cool. I really love these. She sent me an extra pack, and they went worst kind of folk. Yeah, I accidentally damaged one of the boxes, so I was getting them out, so I was like, right, I'm gonna have to keep that one as well. Yep. So, cool. We like those. Good. Right, so that's Lottie Shaw's biscuits. Now we are going to move on. Let's see what time it is. I think so. We're going to have someone join us in a few minutes. So we'll go on to this rhubarb preserve from Single Variety Co. So when I first thought about the tasting boxes, I had Single Variety Co in mind. So Nicola is the owner of the business. She applied for one of the bursaries that I was running probably about 10 years ago now, when she first launched the business. It was literally like she hadn't got the packaging sorted. She literally sent in jars with like no labels or anything. And she used to work for Waitrose as a buyer. And what her dream was to have this jam company where she could really focus on single varieties of fruit. So, you know, a standard so strawberry jam or anything would be, you know, a blend of the cheapest kind of fruit that you could get, or what was available all year round, or maybe frozen fruits and things. And what she does is get seasonal varieties, all of the same actual variety. So this is the Harbinger rhubarb. This has got a Yorkshire theme, this box, I think.
I was going to say, yeah, it does have a.
No, I didn't mean to, because this is Yorkshire rhubarb in here, and up in the is it called the gold? It's not the golden triangle, isn't it? But is it the rhubarb triangle? It's basically an area of Yorkshire where they grow like the very best rhubarb, and it's done by forcing it. So it kind of unfurls under, it's all grown in the dark, and then they pick it by candlelight because it keeps it really pink, and it's just a really quite romantic way of growing rhubarb. But this is the Harbinger variety. So I opened this literally today, and I made it straight from the jar because it's so gorgeous. And this is one of the first products I saw of hers. She sells out every year, so she'll sell it only for a couple of months a year. She also does like a mango one in the summer, which goes really fast as well. I absolutely love the beautiful pink colour of this one. And I hope you agree, like just that flavour is just such a lovely, beautiful flavour of rhubarb. And this is a jam fact for you. This is a preserve, not a jam, because there's a legal definition of a jam which has to contain at least 60% sugar. So this is not a jam because it has less sugar than that. So it's got a higher fruit content. So you can obviously use this as just like a jam, like as you would a jam, but you could put it with yogurt. You can put it with, you know, porridge. You could put it on ice cream. I am thinking about a beautiful spring kind of pavlova. So lovely, big pillowy meringue with lots of cream and yeah, the rhubarb in there.
It goes very nice on top of the biscuits.
Yes.
Rhubarb ginger is a really good combo, right?
Yeah, exactly. It is.
I didn't plan that, honestly. What do you think, Twee?
Unfortunately, I can't taste mine.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Don't worry.
Smashed.
I want to fish it out. Give me a second. Let me see if I can.
No, glass. I did that on our first tasting box. I don't know if anyone can remember. And we had these chilies, these candied jalapeños, and they were so hot that I actually thought that because some of them had smashed, that I'd swallowed some glass because it was so hot. So don't risk it.
They look amazing.
It's beautiful.
The colour's gorgeous. It smells amazing.
Yeah. And she's basically, so she started just in a small, like from home, and she's now got a jam factory in Bristol. She moved out of London, and she's basically just really showcasing gorgeous fruit. So biodiversity is really important, that we keep, you know, this in the supermarkets. You just, you know, you're lucky if you get like a pink lady apple and you know, a few different varieties of apple, but all the varieties of fruits have got different types of fruit have got the different varieties, and the less we buy them, the less they'll be around. So I think it's really lovely that she's kind of celebrating single varieties.
And it's good it's seasonal, that she does this for like a few months of the year when the rhubarb's in season or when the mango's in season. It's lovely to have that.
Yeah, it is really lovely. And also, you know, she does black currants when they're available and all sorts of different like lovely things, and she does quite a lot of experimenting as well. I saw a sort of teaser from her on her Instagram of a pineapple, so I don't know what she's doing with that. She does chili jams as well, so you know, you can get the different varieties, like there's a yellow lemon drop chili and things like that as well. So yeah, so that is our rhubarb jam, and we've been joined by Shu. So I wonder, I know you turned your, there you are. Hello. How are you?
Good. I see
Great.
everyone started on dessert or sweets.
Well, we
Yeah.
kind of got to do some contrasting rather than too much savoury and things like that. But perfect timing for you. Now, I have to admit, I was first drawn to your products because they are so beautiful. I absolutely love your packaging. But happy to report, like everyone hopefully will agree as well, that the flavour is there as well. So these two products are from your brand.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could tell us about you and your brand, that would be amazing. If you want to give us a little intro.
Sure.
That'd be brilliant.
So I'm Shu. Hello. I'm the founder of Rempapa. So Rempapa comes from the word rempa. So we actually have a word in Malay for it, which means spice paste. And so we use it often as a base for a curry. But growing up, it's just like a super versatile base for loads of things. So you might use it in the stir fry. You can use it to marinate. So there, if you've got a good versatile rempa, you can use it to like marinate satay or meat, or you can just use it in a curry. So we started the business way back about 5 years ago. Mainly, well, at that time it was mainly supper clubs and pop-ups. And it was because I couldn't find the flavors where I grew up with, the flavors I grew up with. So I grew up in Singapore. It's a place with lots of melting pots of like cultures and flavors. Whereas here, the curries on the shelves were mainly Thai or Indian. So we kind of started doing events and supper clubs to try to introduce those flavors to people here. But you will always make a rempa in such a big batch because it's so much work to sauce like the lemongrass, to prep the galangal, like soak the chili. So you do them in huge batches, and we would freeze them in little packets. So in its earliest form, they were in little packets, and people were buying them from us after the supper clubs. So there was a period of time in between jobs where I thought, right, let's just give it a go. And we started selling them at farmers markets. Back then, they weren't in these pretty jars. They were literally just in the frozen packets. But yeah, so
they were frozen. So you did them, it was fresh.
Yeah, they were fresh because I didn't know anything about pH and temperatures. So right now, none of them have any preservatives either. So we've managed to do it very naturally by lowering the pH with natural ingredients like tamarind or lime juice. So until we got there, we didn't know how to keep them safe. So they were all just like fresh or frozen, and I would do them on the Friday and then sell them on the Saturday. So yeah, we've come a long way from there. The designs are actually based on the towels, the very intricate towels and some of the batik that you get in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. So that one makes a really good rendang.
Yeah.
And also just use it straight as a stir-fry paste. My mom loves it just stir-fried with prawns and like green beans. But I love it in a nasi goreng. So I would use like a heaped tablespoon of that, like a bowl of cooked rice, and then like some ketchup manis, so like a sweet soy sauce, and then you're done. So all the work like that goes into balancing the flavors or like chopping lemongrass, that's like taken out of it. So that's the idea. And the coconuts started only last year because every time we did a sampling session, people would ask us which one we would recommend. And for the longest time, we would point them to a few of the Thai brands because they have a really high coconut content and the flavor of the coconuts, it's good, it's sweet. But then there were lots of like controversies that they had around like using monkey labor, and because a lot of the customers were vegan, they weren't happy to buy it. So we thought, look, let's see what we can do to source a really good one. So it took us quite a while to find one that we were happy with in terms of the sourcing, but also in terms of the taste. So this cream has 88% coconut.
Wow, that's really hot.
Yeah, so actually, because they are actually been through a winter now, you would see that they would probably have separated, but the cream bit is like this much, and then the water's bit like this much. So it should be full of creaminess and flavor. Yeah.
So we should be able to make a really lovely curry.
Yeah,
Probably like half this jar and this, would you
half
say?
that jar, and then the whole tin would make a really good curry. Yeah.
This is perfect in sausage rolls.
Ooh, sausage rolls.
The sausage rolls, maybe the flavour you mix with the pork would be amazing. I bet you.
Yeah.
I took a taste. I thought it's a beautiful sausage roll. And if you have it, I think that worked really well. My other partner is very fond of sausage rolls. So this is what I'd be doing tomorrow. We'd be having sausage roll with this.
Great, I love that.
And this would go in my Vietnamese banana tapioca pudding. So if you've got like overnight banana, all you do is mix a really good quality coconut.
Yeah.
And then a small handful of tapioca and
Yeah.
kind of sugar and a touch of salt just to balance out the flavor. But you need it decent, the coconut. I was looking for the percentage because 88 is really high.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do that one.
Yeah, so that was quite good for all puddings as well. So we so I've got a friend who's a vegan baker, and she uses these to bake with, because when they separate, you've got the cream bit to whip.
Yeah.
You need enough fat in it basically for it to whip. So yeah.
Wow. And I know sure you put lots of recipes on your website as well, don't you? So I'll share them in the group, and maybe Tui, if you're happy to
share your sausage roll.
Yeah.
Sausage roll, I put them in, I tag you.
Yes, definitely. We'll reshare it. Yeah, one of the things we really like that is when people do things that we don't really expect with it, because the whole point of a rempa is that it's actually very versatile. So it is a curry paste at its base, but it's more than that, because it's essentially a spice blend, but with fresh herbs and aromatics as well. So you can use it for loads of things. I think one of our customers just marinated a whole goose for Christmas, which sounded great. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And so you've got lovely sweetness from like where you've got the raw sugar in there, and you've got citrusy, you've got spice, you've got so much in there. Balinese, clove, cardamom, so many amazing things in there. I love this one. So you sent me a couple, didn't you, to try before we before I decided which ones to go, and we really love this. It's approved by my partner, so we really loved it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Shu while she's here?
We're excited about this one.
Oh, thank you. We hope you like it.
Oh, sure you will. Cool. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll have to, if you ever have, I don't know if you do a newsletter, things like that, but we can share kind of like any, how to buy things and things like that with everyone here. So hopefully everyone will want to try your other products as well, because you have some lovely pastes with you, and the sambals as well.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much, Shu.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, I just I love the packaging. I think it's so beautiful. The products are so nice. And we, I'm on my kind of agenda at the moment is just trying to reducing overly processed foods and things like that. And this, it is just, it's got oil in there, but it is just the products. There's no preservatives or anything like that. And as she said, she uses like the acidity of the products to balance them, to make sure that they don't have to put preservatives in there. So it's a really nice natural product. So we've been joined by our next producer. So hi, Catherine. Come and take yourself off mute.
Fab. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. I've didn't mean to, but we seem to have a bit of a Yorkshire theme. So here's another instalment of our Yorkshire producers. We had Lottie Shaw earlier, and we've also had some rhubarb, which was not made in Yorkshire, but has Yorkshire rhubarb in there. And the potatoes in our serious pig crisps were from Yorkshire as well.
Bam, reflection.
Oh, Catherine makes this amazing Yorkshire pasta. So grab that out of your box. I absolutely love that you've put on here that it was hand packed with fabulous food finds. I love that. Thank you so much. And thank you for putting them together for everyone, because this is absolutely gorgeous pasta and worth shouting about. So when we were first talking about like how you started your business and everything, one of the things I loved was that Catherine used to work for Nestle, yeah, and was their wafer expert for Kit Kats. And I'm like, what a cool job. And actually, like, but when you think about it, when you said like wafers basically water and flour, right, and pasta, water and flour, so you're kind of using that expertise in like product development to then create your own cool product. But let you tell us about you and why you started making this Yorkshire pasta and what makes it special.
Oh, thank you. So exactly what Katie said. So I did have a career, quite a corporate job in product development and project management at Nestle. I was actually on a family holiday walking and we're in the Lake District, just chatting away. We're halfway up a mountain and, just get on to talk about all sorts of topics. And I just said to my husband, why do you think there's no English pasta? Why do you think no one makes it here? Like, we've got amazing grain, we've got farmers, and we seem to import all the pasta. And I literally, like, at that point lived on pasta. And just chatting away, there was a discussion around the mafia maybe having control of it all. But yeah, literally just like throwing these ideas out there. But we kept discussing it and saying, well, why not? And then when I got back home after that holiday, I found myself daydreaming. So I was like in the boardroom when I was going to be chatting about like Kit Kats. And I'm there thinking, why is there no English pasta? So I went around farm shops, delis, Google, every time thinking I would find something, and I didn't. And I realized there's this massive space. So everywhere I was looking, there was a real cheap and cheerful pasta packaged in plastic. Often in a farm shop and deli, you could get the similar for £1 down at Morrison's or less. And then there was another end of the spectrum where it was this really amazing imported high quality pasta, tasted amazing, but again, imported, packaged in plastic from Italy. And it was like really quite expensive. Like, you're looking like £7-8 back then. So I saw an opportunity to create something with ingredients that were traceable, ingredients that we knew where they came from, that were grown here. And in something that was not plastic. So the next step was to go over to Italy, learn how to make pasta, fell in love with the process, amazing, like found how incredible pasta can be, how different it was from things that were on our supermarket shelf. So that sort of set the fire in my belly to come back, source the ingredients, understand how to make pasta here. So many hurdles. It took over a year to be able to source the right flour, because I didn't want to just buy it from Italy, buy it from America and make the pasta here, call it British pasta. My background, like Katie said, at Nestle was working with mills, understanding flour, proteins, all the different structures and enzymes, gluten, what to do with flour. So then when I was looking at specifications for durum wheat, which is what we know as semolina flour for pasta, I could then match that. So I worked with a local mill here to create a blend of flours that gave me the properties and characteristics to make great pasta. I didn't realize at that time how great the pasta would taste. It's just flour and water. There's no egg in there. There's no flavors, preservatives. But we create so much flavor in the pasta simply by the process. So traditionally, pasta is dried. So in Italy, for them, if you talk about fresh pasta, it's just what they knock up in the kitchen. But for them, the ultimate premium, the like desired pasta is dried, because you create this atmosphere when you dry pasta overnight. So basically, if you go back to a factory where they make mass manufactured pasta, the whole process takes 2 hours from start to finish. If you make pasta traditionally and authentically, the whole process takes 2 days. So you have this opportunity to create an amazing amount of flavour in the way you dry the product. So we dry ours overnight for more than 12 hours. And it's a bit like making a nice bread or a beer. You mature the dough. So you create so much flavour just from that wheat flour. So the pasta itself, even without a sauce on it, tastes incredible. And I simply just eat it with a bit of butter, a bit of cheese. You know, like if I get in late from hockey and I just need a fix of pasta, I'll just cook it up, a bit of cheese. And yeah, it hits the spot. There's never leftovers. You always have to go back for more. It's almost like addictive, I would say. It doesn't leave you feeling bloated. You want to keep eating more. It's like light feeling, I think, because it's just flour and water, and it's flour that's grown here. It's not messed around with. It's gently dried, really natural. You can just eat it and not feel, you know, like you're carrying a brick in your tummy. So it makes a huge difference. And then one of the other things is the process of making the shapes. So you've got some little leaflets in there. There's some nice pictures as well of the process. But when you make pasta in a big factory, they're just interested in making a lot of it and very quickly. So they'll use a plastic mold to make the shapes. So you get shiny yellow pasta, and you'll find that it slips around in the sauce. If you use traditional methods like us, we use a bronze metal die. So this is how you make the shapes. It makes the most incredible textured pasta. And if you look at the pieces of pasta in your packet, and when you get a chance, you will see, I can see it's really rough. So that for me is the magic. So we make the pasta very slowly. We make the shapes and all the different shapes, no matter what the type is, really rough. So when you stir the pasta and sauce together, it cuddles and coats it and clings incredibly. It eats amazingly. So you can cook a dish and it elevates it. Yeah, it coats and cuddles gorgeously. And then the other, it's just, yeah, lots of love and time and effort going into making the pasta. So we've got 5 different shapes. You've all got fusilli to try. And then, of course, I've mentioned already about the flour. So we know exactly where it comes from. We know the farms that it comes from. And it's just flour and water, which means it's vegan too. We use solar energy. So we try and make it as greenly as possible. We don't use any plastic. Everything we package, even if you order online, it goes out. We've got paper tape. We try and think of everything. I think that's the nice thing, setting up your business from scratch. So back when I set up in 2019, I knew that we were wanting to reduce plastic, and we could build that into the business. So by using solar, I was 27 at the time. And yeah, for me, it was just the opportunity to do something from scratch our way. So the bag being paper, for me, that was a huge thing. If you'd have told me now, back then, young, naive, 27-year-old thinking, oh, I'll just put my pasta in a paper bag, it took a lot of time and effort. I worked with over 42 different suppliers for them to make me a bag that was just paper. Everyone wanted to line it with plastic or have a plastic window or, oh no, but plastic's in a clear bag. Like people were just, pushing plastic everywhere. So yeah, honestly, over 40 people, it took me over a year to get that paper bag. And then we hit the hurdle of how to seal the bag. So again, another like stumbling block. We didn't want to then put plastic in to melt it to seal it. It's just like, if you think of like a pack of cornflakes, it's in cardboard, but inside that plastic, the tops are melted. So to seal things, often they're melted. So they're lined with a bit of plastic. We didn't want to then have like a sticker that was plastics or solvent glue. So it actually, those eyelets are based on shoelaces and threading your shoes through dress shoes. But for me, they just created this option. The whole bag's sustainable. It can be recycled like a newspaper. So you think in a magazine of the staples, and that little metal rivet, the eyelet, just goes with the staples in the recycling process. And then it adds a little bit of class and looks lovely on the shelf.
Well, I think brilliant that you've put so much effort into it, because people really, I think most of us appreciate the effort that's gone into reducing plastic use. And it looks really gorgeous.
Thank you. And then the range of 5, they've all got awards. So you'll see the stickers on yours for the Great Taste Awards and the Great British Food Awards. So all 5 have got those. The Great British Food Awards, we received those last sort of October, November, and they were actually judged by Michelle Roux Jr. So we gave all 5 of them silver and bronze awards. So we were chuffed with that.
Amazing.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
Oh, and you've really kind of, so we've got some you've got all that information on here as
Yeah,
well.
it's a bit more about us, family business, and then yeah, you've all got a discount as well. So if you love the Fusilli and you want to order from us, just pop that code in online and you'll get a nice discount from us. And put me a little comment, say hey, and wave that that you watch this. So
Thank
nice to see you all.
I have a question from Amber, which was, do you make any wholemeal versions?
So it's interesting. Initially, I set off thinking that I would do, but with the flour that we source, we don't class it as wholemeal, but it's much higher in fibre, much higher in protein, and then subsequently it's quite low in carbs. So for someone that's looking for a wholemeal option, this actually is very, very close. It's people who are like maybe diabetic and trying to watch their sugars, it's good for. And then in terms of that sort of being lighter and not stodgy. So for me, this sort of ticks the boxes. So we've not gone and done a wholemeal option, but we're really, when you look at the pasta pieces themselves, you can see the grain and the fibres in there, and the taste as well. It's got that sort of slightly nutty flavour. But yeah, no, so for us, it is not something, but what we would like to go into is long pastas. So I'd love to do spaghettis and tagliatelles next, but they're dried by hanging rather than laying on that beautiful rack. So it's the next step for us when we expand into different shapes.
Do you have to buy the machinery from Italy then to make?
Yeah, and when we went to Italy, we learnt loads from different artisans, producers as well. So I've got quite a lot of families on speed dial over in Italy.
Amazing. No, I love it. I love the fact as well that you're kind of, although it's a premium product, obviously, like you'll find it in farm shops and delis and things, that you've kind of tried to keep the price point as low as you can as well, haven't you?
Yeah, for me, like pasta is something like now I eat like nearly every day, but typically you'd have it at least once a week. So you want it to be accessible for people. It's never going to be 30 pence. It's never to compete with a 30 pence bag of pasta down Tesco. It's for people that appreciate food. They want a good sourdough for a sandwich, or they're going to look for a nice, nice and good ingredients and appreciate it. But then it's accessible. So the bag of pasta would do 6 portions easily. You would normally, with a cheap, cheerful pasta, you'd cook 100 grams a person. But this, it's a lot more robust. You probably would look around 75 grams, 80 grams. So yeah, you can actually get 6 good meals from there. And when you think the RRP is $4.50, and I mean, you get a lot for that if you're then doing 6 meals. So
yeah.
I can't wait to taste it. It looks amazing. I love
good.
Pasta. I love good quality pasta, so this will be brilliant.
Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you all enjoy it. There's 200 grams in there, so you should get 2 massive portions. And yeah, enjoy.
Thank you very much.
We moved to Malton last year, and I've been an absolute convert. So I have here Yorkshire Pasta Company. We have used no other pasta since moving. You can't actually move in Malton without buying Yorkshire pasta. You would struggle to go to a shop and buy a different pasta in Malton. But yeah, I've not tried the Fusilli because we go to Scoops and buy it in a refillable container. So that's the one that they have. But yeah, I look forward to trying the Fusilli.
Excellent, good woman. Thank you very much.
Great. Oh, thank you so much. And yeah, we remember the discount code as well. And yeah, I'm sure everyone will be loving the pasta. But we've got a Facebook group, the tasting club, so we can put what people do with it in there, hopefully, if everyone wants to share kind of like how they get on. And it'll be really good feedback for you, for people if they
And on the website we've got like creeping up for 60, 70 recipes on there now, and they're from different people. It's not just myself, there's chefs, influencers. So if you're looking for a vegan recipe, a meaty, James Martin's one is on there from when he used ours on the telly. His is a ragu. So if you need any inspiration, there's loads of recipes on the website.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Has anyone else got any questions? No. Good, cool. I wanted to make sure everyone had a chance. Thanks, Catherine. I hope you got the kids
having me.
all right. We were trying to juggle the timings, weren't we?
Just now I'm having a bowl of pasta after this. So like kids to bed, gonna sit down and have a little chill out now. So yeah, thank you everybody for having me. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks, Catherine. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Oh, perfect. I hope you like meeting. I really find meeting people behind the brands, it means a lot more than you know, obviously I can recommend them, but actually you can kind of see the passion behind the product and yeah, find out the story. I love that she used to, you know, be that wafer expert. I think it's really cool. Obviously most people can't taste it right now because it's yeah, but feedback in the group and let me know how you get on with it, because I think we had the whole range of these before, and my partner's like, get some more of the one. There's a really short sort of stubby tube that is really good at bolognese. Cool. My timings tonight have been absolutely spot on. We are just being joined by hopefully Liam. Hello, Liam. You have to take yourself off mute. There you are. Hi.
How are we doing? You all right?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good. Thanks for joining us. We literally just got off the, we just had Catherine from the Yorkshire Pasta Company join us, telling us all about her gorgeous pasta.
Nice.
And so here you have people from all over the country who have got one of their fabulous food brands tasting boxes in front of them. Now I can hear a little bit of noise in the background. Can everyone else hear that? I wonder if is that you or is that someone else?
Let me just mute them. Was that
Yeah,
it?
it's not too bad. That's fine. Yeah, a little bit better.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you are based up in Edinburgh.
Yep.
Yeah, and you make hot sauce.
Yeah, I do my best.
And you make them in really, really pretty bottles. And I have to say, again, the packaging draws me in, and then I'm like, yes, and the quality is there as well. So if you guys want to grab this one out, this is Liam from Harriet Hot. So you grab this lovely bottle with the really pretty drip down the sides of it. Do you want to tell us a bit about you and why did you start making hot sauce?
I started making hot sauce during my postgraduate degree. I was doing marine biology a couple of years, 2-3 years ago now, and hot sauce became sort of an escape for me from the revision and the studying and whatnot. And afterwards, after I graduated, I turned it into a business, and yeah, didn't use my degree at all.
Well,
but yeah, I mean, yeah, this is way better.
So which hot sauce did you start with when you first started making them?
The first one was the charred peach Scotch bonnet and spiced rum. I love Mexican food, and that goes really well with Mexican food. That's still a firm favourite of mine. Yeah.
And the one that I chose for the box, the thing that drew me in, it was is it the newest variety still, or is it? If you still
I launched another one, but it's based off an original recipe. It's just a hotter version of the super hot sriracha. But yeah, latest, newest creation. Yeah.
And it's got seaweed in it, which actually probably goes quite nicely with your degree, knowing about.
Yeah, it was a kind of a full circle moment. I was approached by the chairman of the Scottish Seaweed Industry Association out of nowhere, and he was like, "I want to make a hot sauce," and we just made a simple Frank style Tabasco hot sauce with a bit of seaweed.
So it says it's a Louisiana style seaweed sauce. So what does Louisiana style? What does that mean?
So it's typically a vinegar forward sauce. It's what you'd expect, like Tabasco and Frank's Louisiana style. They're more than 50% vinegar. They have a chili base, a bit of garlic, just very sharp, used to level up food as opposed to bring new flavors to it, just because it's like acidic and a bit of heat.
So this is quite a runny one as well, isn't it? So
yeah, it's very loose.
Pouring this one out, and so the seaweed brings that kind of like that umami flavor, right?
Yeah, it's got a nice saltiness to it. The seaweed we use isn't too like seaweedy. It's quite complex and got a bit of character. I find a lot of seaweeds I tried before settling with this one were quite like fishy or tasted like the ocean a bit too much. But that one, yeah, is really nice.
What did you say the seaweed was called?
It's Scottish sugar kelp.
It is that because it is quite sweet that it's called sugar kelp?
I've not actually tried it by itself.
It's delicious, by the way.
You like it?
Yeah. Do you know something? Grated oysters.
Tastes like salt and vinegar crisps.
Mm.
Does anyone notice that?
Yeah. I was thinking, it's like because I love Tabasco and mine was, but I think this is much nicer. It's got a better flavour, much
So kind.
and delicious.
Nice.
I can see my other half they won't last long in their house because I can imagine he'd be dipping all sorts of things, chips, crisps, anything that he can lay his hand on. He'd be dipping it. It's so yummy.
Nice.
Lim, you didn't meet Twee earlier. Twee was on MasterChef last year. She got to the quarterfinal, so she's joining us tonight as our special guest to give us some insight into some of her ideas for some of the products and things. So yeah, what else would we do with this? I was thinking that's finished now. That's good. Like things like on tacos and that kind of thing as well. Maybe like on anything like fish would be quite good with.
Tacos, sushi, just like because it's a fusion product. It's got like seaweed, which people associate with like Asian food. So you could use it in Asian food like ramen, or you can just use it on like wings, or you could add a bit of butter and make a buffalo sauce, add a bit more garlic. It's really quite versatile. It's as far as you want to take it.
Bloody Mary.
Ooh. Yeah, Bloody
Macaroni,
Mary.
yeah. Oh, Bloody Mary. I thought you said macaroni.
Oh, no.
Both.
I'm alcoholic and thinking, a nice drink on a Sunday, a little bit spicy next,
Yeah, well, nice.
Yeah, no, I really love this one. And I also got the sea buckthorn sriracha as well, which is really gorgeous and sweet, and love the colour of that one as well. Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's got a great colour. It just starts off orange when I cook it, and then it sort of like there's a colour change into that golden yellow.
Beautiful. Love sea buckthorn. And then you've got a lovely cherry vanilla and bourbon one, haven't you? That was another one of my favourites. Really lovely and sweet.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool. So again, really keen to know what everyone does with this and whether we like it. Hopefully I've not blown anyone's socks off on the heat level. I can't take anything way too hot, so I think this one I made sure it wasn't anything too hot. Which is your hottest sauce that you've got, Liam?
It's a sriracha style sauce, and it's called Sriracha X. We released it because people at the markets I attend weren't happy with how hot the hottest one already is. So we made it even hotter. And now I think they're happy.
Cool. And what about all these the images and things like that? And you've got some really cool like prose on there. Where's that coming from? Is that you, or is that?
So I have an illustrator who does all the designs. I kind of give her somewhat of a brief. The guy on that one, the chairman guy, actually wanted the character to be holding a bagpipe with flames coming out of it. So his wish was we were happy to do it.
Very cool. Oh, I love it. You need to update your website so people can come and find you on there.
Yes, I'm migrating at the minute to Shopify because Squarespace was not good. But
Oh,
yeah, it's in progress.
oh, and you do lots of sharing on Instagram as well, don't you? So people can
Yeah.
keep in touch with you. Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
how long will it last once it's opened? Is a question.
This one would last, indefinitely. But I mean, I've got to say like 3 to 4 weeks. But I've got some in my fridge from last year. As long as you keep them in the fridge, they'll be good. Don't introduce any don't dip your finger into it or anything. If you just pour straight from the bottle and then cap it and put it back in the fridge, it'll last ages. It's when you introduce new bacteria into it that it'll reduce the shelf life.
Good knowledge. Thank you. I think that probably is how to approach anything really that you're keeping at home, isn't it? Just like might be my own internet connection actually isn't going too well. Sorry. Right. Thank you. Brilliant, Liam. Anyone else got any more questions? Seaweed? No? Brilliant. Thank you so much, Liam. It's really good to meet
No
you.
worries.
See your face.
Likewise. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Cool. We like that one.
Yes.
Yep.
Delicious.
Good.
This is a definite yes from us.
Yay. Good. I realise I always get attracted to chili products, but I can't have anything too hot. Like I can't take things too hot, but I've realised we've got 2 more chili things to try. Cool. So that's Harriet Hot. He did put a little leaflet in there as well, so you've got that to refer to if you would like to. Right, so let's move on to, I have got an order in here. I think that's it for our guests now. Yes, so let's have a look at Dipped. So these guys make a range of kind of like Indian inspired dipping sauces. So it's like a creamy kind of, it's based on like a tikka masala, but it has got Naga chilies in it as well. So it has got some heat, but I mean, I can take it. So hopefully you can too. If you have a sniff of that, you've got the lovely onion and garlic in there. And then you've got loads of different spices, like I guess from like a tikka masala kind of flavor. So you've got coriander, you've got cumin, ginger, turmeric, black pepper, celery, cloves, fennel seeds, nutmeg, chili powder, which is almost like which spice isn't in there. And it's kind of like a ketchup type dipping sauce. So the way they describe like the reason why they set their business up was because they didn't think anything kind of like this really existed. So like a curry style flavor, but in a dipping sauce. So have a try of this. This one's won a Great Taste Award last year, which means independent judges agreed that it should be worthy of a star.
Spicy, right?
It's got some heat.
Yeah, because I didn't say that. Like, oh,
Would you like this one, Twee?
yes, definitely. God, so good with chips. Can you imagine?
Yeah, definitely. And like in a burger, if you like spice in there.
Or even tacos, you know, as you said before.
Yeah. What else did I think of? Things like fried chicken, you could dip in that. Almost like use it as like a coronation chicken kind of sauce with a bit of mayo. But yeah, like this one.
Browns.
Sorry?
Hash browns for breakfast.
Yeah. I think on their website as well, they've got like on Instagram and a breakfast kind of almost like the dishoom style kind of like naan with bacon.
And yeah.
Mm.
But the other thing you could do is like a mixture, like a chicken and waffle with this sauce on top.
Mm. It has got some heat, hasn't it?
It's fine as that, then you get the I do love the expression. It's just like kick afterwards.
Yeah.
Not too hot.
No, it kind of, go on. Someone else can say.
No, I just said I think that's quite hot. I like it, but I thought it's quite hot.
Those Nagas, isn't it? The Naga chili. I think it gets to the point that you think I can't take any more, but then it sort of mellows out a little bit.
Yeah, that for me is hotter than the hot sauce.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, it's definitely hot. And
It's
also,
got that sort of tongue-numbing heat to it.
it's fine to start with, and then you're going to go, where's that come from?
Yeah, and it keeps going. Good though.
Yeah, tasty.
Tanya, what do you think of this one?
Too hot for me, I'm afraid.
Oh, sorry. You've got a very good palate. I didn't want to zap it. Was the seaweed one okay?
Just about.
Okay, good. Cool. So yeah, these guys, they do a range of like these dipping sauces, and obviously they're kind of in the handy little squirty pouches as well. If you look at the packaging, the writing's really, really tiny. So I think I'm going to feed back and just say quite hard to read. And at Dips, so this is their sort of like story. At Dips, we love food. We also love dipping sauces, but we've never seen these two worlds collide. So we decided to create a world of flavour where we could have both at the same time. I don't really quite get that, because dipping sauces are food, aren't they? But yeah, I don't know if they mean sort of like curry, like Indian kind of like curries and things like that. I don't know if that's what they mean when they say that they haven't seen them collide before. But it's quite a nice handy sauce. But if, again, maybe mix it with mayo or yogurt if it's a bit too hot.
Yeah,
Yeah, mayo would be all right.
Mm. Yeah. But yeah, good with chips. And as I said, we've got one more chili product. Now it's potluck as to which one you got, because I was sent 3 different varieties, and you've got one of them. So they didn't send me enough to send one to everyone. I think this might have just leaked in my box. So you have either got, so it's Black Mamba. So these are these little bottles. And you've either got the mild, hold yours up, Kath and Tanya. Have you got the pineapple one? You got the Cayenne. Oh, sorry. So you've got a pineapple and chili sauce from Black Mamba. You've got the jalapeno. To be honest, I don't think any of them are actually as hot as that dipping sauce. The Cayenne might be nearly there. You've got the jalapeno chili sauce, and then you've got their Cayenne. Now these are made in Eswatini, which was Swaziland in South Africa. So I've got a little video from the lady that set this business up, and it's a very cool video. So let me find it for you. Let's see if it's this one. No, we've got this one, part 1. Let's see if this works. Now, can you see this?
Yes.
Right, let's listen to. So this is Claudia, who is from Colombia, and her husband's from Africa.
Hi everyone, my name is Claudia Castellanos. I am the co-founder and CEO that goes for Chili Enthusiast Officer of Black Mamba. So Black Mamba is a purpose-driven brand based in Eswatini, Southern Africa, that manufactures a range of chili-based condiments. We have a beautiful range of chili sauces, pestos, chili crunch, and the way we work, which is quite interesting, is we source all the ingredients from smallholder farmers that are based in Eswatini. We teach them regenerative agriculture, and then we buy all the ingredients from them to make our products. Our premise of what we want to achieve with our brand is to make sure that the food that we eat is good food. And the way we understand good food is it has to be good for you. So made in our case with organic ingredients and no added nonsense. Good for the planet, made through regenerative agriculture methods that are good for the soil, for regeneration. We also pack in glass, as you can see on the products that you have in front of you. And we just try to tread lightly on the planet, basically. And good for the communities. So as mentioned before, we work with rural communities from Eswatini, and they get a fair income, and we get organic ingredients to put in our products.
So, oh, this is
I have to apologize because I am setting up here at a show in the United States, and there's a lot of background noise because it's set up day to day. But this video obviously is to explain to you what Black Mamba is, but also because I won't be able to be there due to the time difference to explain the products. I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank Katie to put us in her fabulous food finds boxes, and we hope that you the taste of Black Mamba that we're giving you would be as fabulous as the boxes. So I just wanted to just give you a little bit of suggestions of use for the products that you're going to have on the boxes. So the first one in terms of heat level is our pineapple chili sauce. Oh, sorry. If you get a small bottle like this, our pineapple chili sauce is a milder in a range. It's made with real pineapples, a little bit of chili, I would say a 5 out of 10. And it's absolutely gorgeous for stir fries. It's actually delicious even with crackers and cheese if you want to use it like that. It's a very good beginner's chili sauce. You might think you don't like chili sauce until you try our pineapple chili sauce. Then the second one that we have on the boxes, for those of you that have this one instead, is our Jalapeño chili sauce. It's also a medium hot one, lots of flavors, lots of fresh ingredients in there. Great for roasted veggies. Also brilliant if you want to mix it in a vinaigrette, if you want something a little bit different and spicy. Great if you mix it with mayo or cream cheese for a nice dip. So also not too hot and very, very, very tasty. And the third one that you're going to have in your boxes for those that like it a little bit hotter is our flagship product, which is our Cayenne chili sauce. Our Cayenne chili sauce is a hot sauce. It's sriracha style, pairs beautifully with anything that needs a little bit of heat. So it could be meat if you're a carnivore. It could be veggies if you're not a carnivore. With the French fries, I particularly like it when you mix it as well with mayo, so just to make a nice little dip. I've seen people that actually make French fries with it, that add it on any as a spread on with avo, with your meat, with your veggies, etc., etc. So I hope you enjoyed this flavorful journey through our flavors of wild flavors of Africa, that you enjoy your sauces, and then you know when you are consuming them that they're also not only good for you, but good for many communities in Eswatini that we work with, and good for the planet too. Thank you.
Right, let's get rid of that. Just get you back. She's so sweet. Yeah, she's over in America doing like a trade show, so she couldn't come live. Did anyone taste while they were watching? Yeah, so no, too hot. Sorry.
We've got the pineapple one, and it's absolutely delicious.
Really nice.
Yeah. I've got the jalapeno, and that's lovely.
Yeah, I think my favorite is the jalapeno one as well. It's kind of got a really kind of like with like a Mexican-y kind of salsa-y kind of flavor to it. Really lovely. What did you get, Liz?
I got the pineapple one, which I'm really excited about because I love pineapple and chili mixed together. So yeah, it's really nice. I'm actually doing tomorrow. I'm making just some flat mushrooms in a burger bun. So I think this will be really nice with that. Maybe glaze them and I put them under the grill and then eat them as burger. Yeah.
What about you, Twee? What did you get?
I got the jalapeno one as well. Delicious. It's really fragrant, because sometimes chili sauce can be hot but not very flavoursome. This has got lovely, very floral, and it's got a lovely taste to it. So I'm thinking maybe some paneer cheese and then like a burger, but tortilla cheese, and you put some of this on to absorb the flavour. And it's not too hot, which is perfect if you don't want to use spice. But it's got a lovely, nice roundedness to it.
I agree. Kath and Tanya, if I'd have, I should have thought about it. I'll see if I've got a jalapeno. I'll send it in your next box for you, so you can try it.
They got my box, I think.
What did you get, Jen?
I got the pineapple one, whereas I would have been quite all right with the Cayenne one.
Hot one. I mean, I can take the heat. Who else has got the Cayenne?
I've got the Cayenne. It has got quite a kick. I've just had to save myself with some of the rhubarb preserve. A little bit of Cayenne and then followed with the rhubarb preserve to cool my mouth down.
I did exactly that. I had a couple of spoonfuls of this just now as well. I'm down to my last third now. Quite a lot of rhubarb for a day, right? But I love what they're doing. Like, obviously she told us about it. They're so passionate about supporting like the growers down in Eswatini, isn't it? Yeah, I keep the more I find out about them, the more I think they're brilliant. And she's done lots of recipes on their website and things like that. So and if you do like their sauces, they sent me this chili crunch, and I'm gonna have to put my spoon in it because the sound, honestly, like if you like crunchy chili oil, just listen to how like dry it sounds. It's so kind of crispy. I don't know if you can hear that very well, but it's this lovely, like it's got sunflower seeds and like brown sugar and all sorts in there, these lovely chilies, and it's really, yeah, it's really nice. I would have tried to include that in the box as well, but I hadn't tried it before I'd got the sauces. So yeah, the chili crunch. So that's Black Mamba. That's the end of your chili experience. You'll be thankful if you're not into chili. We've got two more products. There's one I forgot. We have got, I've never put sweets. I don't think I've put any sweets in the box. So Ask Mummy and Daddy are a brand that I've seen quite a lot. I'm intrigued by their kind of, they do some like alcohol sweets, like gummies and things like that. And I think I asked the kids to help me choose this one. I'm like, which one do you like the look of? And this is their cake range. So I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to get when I ordered these. So these are hard boiled sweets. And they are, I'm not going to open these because I opened my other packet and I have eaten them all, and so have the kids. So they are basically just like a hard boiled sweet with a lemon drizzle flavour. So you've got that sweetness, you've got a zestiness, kind of zinginess from the citrus lemon, and quite a kind of grown-up boiled sweet flavour. So something, I think I might have been expecting something a little bit more wow, but I think they're still quite a lovely sweet. I don't know what probably going to ask you before you've even got trying much of it. What do you think of these?
I've been off sweets for the last 2 months because I've been told I'm pre-diabetic, so this is a real treat for me.
I think it's obviously like a longer lasting sweet as well. I kind of, usually go in for the gummies, and I'm, got half a bag of Haribo down before I've kind of even noticed that I'm eating them. So they do last a bit longer. What do we think? They do.
I'm not finding much of a lemon flavour in there, if I'm honest.
Do you think that's where they've come in with the cake element?
Yeah.
In kind of,
yeah, maybe so. I was expecting a little bit more lemon.
Yeah, they're nice enough, but they don't stand out amongst other things, really. You won't go, I really remember those.
Yeah, I would agree, Kathy.
It may be because you've got chili in your mouth.
Yeah, I've zapped the taste buds.
I am not any chili.
I guess I agree with you. Because that lemon, I expect it to go. That instinct when you get lemon, you expect it to be like, but it's still very lovely. It's still very it's delicious. I think for me, I think I would prefer them a little bit more sour.
Yeah.
But to be honest, they won't last long. Let's say, I don't know why.
I think yeah, they do like these cocktail gummies and things like that, and I think I was lured in by the idea of a lemon drizzle flavored sweet, whereas actually maybe I should have gone for like a cocktail gummy or something, got you all drunk instead with sweeties.
I think you're right, it is more like a lemon drizzle, but more of a gentle flavour than because usually when you think lemon, I think most people expect it to be a little bit more tart, but it's really it's a lovely taste, so it's not an issue at all.
Yeah, cool. And they started out, I think it was about four years ago, like literally just like a bedroom based kind of like sweet business, and they've grown and they've yeah, they're quite big now. So yeah. Awesome, Jenny. And then the last thing is from the Brownie Bar, and these guys were some of the first people I worked with at the Good Food Show. They're a pair of sisters, Rachel and Sarah. They're based up near Newcastle, and they basically have made a really great business out of selling brownies, and this is their innovative, because I don't know if anyone else is doing this. So this is a chocolate bar filled with their gorgeous brownie and a lovely layer of salted caramel as well. And this isn't trying to be posh chocolate. This is most definitely kind of like rich, creamy, indulgent, yummy chocolate, thick chocolate with just gorgeous brownie in the middle and a really lovely salted caramel as well. So this is
chunky.
It's super chunky, isn't it?
It's delicious.
Oh,
I had to eat it yesterday, and there's half the bar gone nearly.
I'm so excited about this one.
I also opened it yesterday because Tom wanted to look in the box before it today, and it's gone. It didn't last very long. And Tom didn't have any.
Oh, no. I have to say, my bar's gone. Lottie, every night she was like, can I have, what did you call it? Can I have whatever it was? And she's basically just worked her way through it over the last week. It's very hard to make. It's not very easy for them to make at all. They, as you can see, it kind of, yeah, it's not an easy thing to do, but I just love that milk chocolate. It's just like the smoothest, creamiest. Like, I love that chocolate.
I love it so much.
My husband got a square, just a square.
Oh, that's very generous of you, actually, Margaret.
Tom had about half a square. I think nowadays we're constantly bombarded, or I feel like I am, because of the industry that Thomas is in, constantly bombarded with really high end chocolate, and for me sometimes that's too strong. It's too strong flavour. This for me is perfect. I did feel a little sick after the whole bar, if I'm perfectly honest, but that was my own fault. But yeah, that it was indulgent. It's not something you would eat, on a regular basis, is it? But it was. I was surprised by how much I liked it.
Good. It can't all be fancy dark chocolate, can it? Or like, craft, artist, but it is, it is craft, it's handmade, and it's, it is a beautiful product, and they make all their brownies and everything. So, but it's not trying to be, anything too posh. I love it. And the reason why I really wanted to feature it, so when I first, because I've worked for the Good Food Show for like 18 years, and when I first started doing more like talking and things like that, it was doing like telling the VIP in the VIP lounge like which producers that they should go and see and what were my top tips. And before the bar, they still do them, these brownie bombs, and it's the same milk chocolate that surrounds the brownie, and then in the middle of the brownie is like either salted caramel, or they do a peanut butter one, a Nutella one, and they are so good. And I'd be like, oh, you've got to try the salted caramel brownie bomb. So kind of it was the start of like fabulous food finds, really. It was yeah. Did you say vocal product, not seen anything before? Yeah, it's really clever. And yeah, I think it's not easy to make, and I think, you know, that it's quite clunky. I think it's quite hard for them to wrap it as well. I don't know if anyone's kind of had opened when it arrived, but I think the sticking down is quite tough to do, because it's such a beast of a bar, isn't it? Like, anyway, so that is the end of your box. I hope you found some like new interesting products in there. Tu, what did you think of the box and the...
I love it so much. Thank you so much. You made my day. I waited so long to open this box. And I only opened it because I saw a little like the broken bit, but otherwise I'd say, but oh my gosh, everything's amazing. And I'm afraid I'm not sharing this. I'm gonna just turn my phone off, let's have a cup of tea, and I think if my other half asks for keys, we're gonna get divorced. That's it.
Well, give him the sausage crisps. Keep him quiet with those.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the snack and cheese one, it's gone. I was saying with the crisp, but he just took around to the shop to buy some beer. But I'm really thinking, oh my gosh, when he comes back, I hope there's some left. But yeah, it's lovely meeting everybody. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. I had a brilliant time.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. You've been really brilliant at adding kind of your knowledge and your kind of ideas and everything, and giving us some inspiration. So thank you. And yeah, if anyone does anything with any of the things in the boxes, please, as always, pop them in the Facebook group, because it's really nice to share ideas. I don't really do enough in there, so please help me and put your own things in there, and I'd love it. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me once again. The next box I need to work out the timings, because I'll be completely honest, doing these boxes completely turns my house upside down, and we've had birthdays and things recently, so I need to make sure we get the timings right so it doesn't stress everyone out with me putting all these lovely things in the house and packing the boxes. So yeah, I'll let you know timings for the next one. I'm glad, yeah, it's really nice to meet the people, isn't it? I love to introduce them to you. So yeah, and I've put the whole list on the website as well of every like links to the companies and things. And as I said, there's a discount from the Yorkshire Pasta Company, which was really lovely. She kind of packaged it all up and made it all personalized, which is really, really nice. But thank you so much, and tell your friends about the box if you you know, if you think of anyone that would really like it. That'd be brilliant. Help me spread the word, because I'm not very good at marketing myself and telling people about these things that I do. So any help would be most appreciated. And any feedback, just ask me. Any, you know, problems with boxes, that kind of thing, just come through to me. Oh, this is your favorite. Yay, good. It's always it's really hard to kind of like get the balance right, and it's like, oh, is it too much sweet, or is it, well, a little bit too much chili, but I'll watch that for the next time. But yeah, great to see everyone, and thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you in a few months, if not at the Good Food Show maybe. But yeah, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us, James. You're a first time. Well,
Bye, Katie. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
It was my favorite.
Oh, your first time as well, Margaret. Yeah.
I think it's my favorite box as well.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really nice. I love chili and stuff, but it doesn't always like me. But these are lovely because there are lots of things that you can mix with them, and I rather like that jalapeno just to drink.
Oh, I do. I've been drinking it straight from the bottle. I tell you what, as well though, I think coming on the call and actually meeting people as well can really make it feel, I don't know, like you kind of get to know the products.
Yes, and I'm looking at the pasta as well.
Nice.
Katie, I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch with you.
Yeah. Let's chat soon. I'm so sad about summer.
Well, it's it's one of those things, isn't it?
Are you gonna be there? Have you got anything else?
I might be there, but if I'm not working, I'll try and come in anyway.
I can get. Well, I'm sure you'll get tickets. But come and see me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, thanks a lot.
Okay. All right. I'll speak to you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
gonna go quickly. Just wanted to show you my hair.
Oh, it's my mum tree. Oh, Margaret, it's my mum.
Oh, it's your mum. Did you get these boxes all the time? Being Katie's mum.
Oh no, I subscribe like everyone else.
So
I'm good.
I would call around. I don't know. I'd call around and say, "I'm your mother." I would actually go, Katie, can you do me a favour? If you could let me know what you would like to write. Bye. If you like, let me know what kind of things you want me to write on.
Oh, don't feel obliged to
No,
do.
no, I want to. So if you let me know sort of what you would like to include, and I got David to take the photos. So look at I took some photograph already. So and I collaborate with you. So and you just let me know. I would say to everybody, let me know what kind of things you'd like me to add to the thing, and then so you tell me something a little bit about your sort of how many boxes you get, or they can I could write that they can subscribe to they can look at your Instagram page and maybe subscribe with you and get your boxes. So how many boxes sent out?
So this one I've done 50.
Okay.
And then obviously you saw that's how many people normally come live, and then we replay the video. Actually, I'm going to stop recording actually.